Winter Olympics 2026. Report states China paid US-born athletes, including Eileen nearly $14 million. Ever since Eileen decided to compete under the flag of China, and not the United States where she was born, her citizenship has been the subject of scrutiny and controversy. Born in San Francisco, she said her decision to switch allegiance back in 2019 had everything to do with inspiring children from the country of her mother at the Olympics in her home country. That would be the 2022 Beijing Games, where Jiu won 2 golds and a silver for China in freestyle skiing. She's since become a millionaire many times over, mainly due to her online presence and endorsements, not her skiing. She was the 4th highest earning female athlete in 2025, earning upwards of $23 million. According to Sportico, all but $20,000 of that $23 million came from endorsements. Now, she's back in the Olympics, still competing for China and, reportedly, being paid handsomely to do so. According to the Wall Street Journal, Jiu and Zhu Yi, a fellow American-born figure skater who now competes for China, were paid a combined $6.6 million by the Beijing Municipal Sports Bureau in 2025 for striving for excellent results in qualifying for the 2026 Milan Winter Olympics. In all, the two were reportedly paid nearly $14 million over the last 3 years. The payments were revealed when the Beijing Municipal Sports Bureau budget was posted online with the names of Jiu and Zhu unredacted. Their names have since been scrubbed from the public report. Jiu already has a silver in slopestyle in Italy, while Zhu, born Beverly Zhu in Los Angeles, is not competing in the 2026 Games. Sometimes it feels like I'm carrying the weight of 2 countries on my shoulders, Jiu said after winning silver in slopestyle. Just being able to ski through all of that, to still show my best and still be so deeply in love with the sport. That's really what I care about, and I'm so happy to represent that today. Jiu will compete in 2 more events, women's halfpipe and big air. Winter Olympics 2026. The $14 million controversy around China and US-born athletes. The Winter Olympics have always been more than a celebration of sport. Beneath the spectacle of icy mountains, daring athletes, and national pride lies a complex intersection of politics, identity, and global competition. The 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan-Cortina, Italy, have once again revealed that the Olympic Games are not only about medals but also about national influence and economic power. One of the most talked about stories surrounding the 2026 Games involves China's alleged payments to US-born athletes, including freestyle skiing superstar Eileen, reportedly totaling nearly $14 million over 3 years. The revelation has sparked debates about loyalty, nationality, global sports economics, and the future of international competition. This controversy raises deeper questions. Why would a country pay foreign-born athletes millions of dollars? Why would athletes choose to represent a different nation? And what does this mean for the Olympic spirit? The rise of Eileen, a global superstar. At the center of the debate is Eileen, one of the most recognizable athletes in winter sports. Born in San Francisco, California, Jiu grew up in the United States but has strong Chinese heritage through her mother. From an early age, Jiu showed extraordinary talent in freestyle skiing. By her teenage years, she was already competing internationally and quickly became a rising star. In 2019, she made a surprising announcement. She would represent China instead of the United States in international competitions. The decision stunned many in the American sports world. But Jiu explained that she wanted to inspire young athletes in China and help grow winter sports there. Her choice paid off in terms of athletic success. At the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, Jiu won 2 gold medals and 1 silver, becoming one of the most celebrated athletes in China. By the time the 2026 Winter Olympics arrived, Jiu had become much more than a skier. She was a global celebrity, a fashion model, and one of the highest-paid female athletes in the world. But fame also brought scrutiny. The financial revelation. The controversy erupted when documents from the Beijing Municipal Sports Bureau reportedly revealed large payments to American-born athletes representing China. According to reports, Eileen and figure skater Zhu Yi, another athlete born in the United States, received a combined $6.6 million in 2025 alone for striving for excellent results in qualifying for the 2026 Winter Olympics. Over the previous 3 years, the total payments reportedly reached nearly $14 million. The figures surfaced when a government budget document briefly listed the athletes' names before the information was reportedly removed. The disclosure triggered immediate debate both inside and outside China. Critics questioned whether such payments represented financial incentives to recruit foreign-born athletes. Supporters, however, argued that funding athletes is common in many countries, particularly when preparing for major international competitions. Zhu Yi and the changing landscape of Olympic representation. Eileen was not the only athlete involved. Another name that appeared in the reports was Zhu Yi, a figure skater born in Los Angeles who later competed for China. Zhu Yi's story mirrors Gu's in some ways. Like Zhu, she had ties to China through her family and eventually decided to represent the country in international competition. China has been actively encouraging athletes with Chinese heritage abroad to compete for its national teams, especially in sports where the country historically lacked strong representation. This strategy was particularly visible during the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, when China recruited several athletes born or trained overseas to strengthen its winter sports teams. Money, sponsorships, and the business of Olympic sports. While the reported $14 million payments sparked headlines, they represent only part of the financial ecosystem surrounding athletes like Zhu. In reality, Zhu earns much more from endorsements than from skiing itself. By 2025, she reportedly earned around $23 million annually, largely through sponsorship deals with global brands such as Porsche, Louis Vuitton, and Red Bull. This level of income places her among the highest-paid female athletes in the world. Modern Olympic athletes are no longer just competitors. They are brands, influencers, and global ambassadors. Their nationality can shape endorsement opportunities, media attention, and sponsorship deals. For Zhu, representing China opened doors to one of the world's largest consumer markets. National identity and the Olympic debate. Perhaps the most controversial aspect of the story is not the money, but the question of national identity. The Olympics have traditionally been framed as a competition between nations. Athletes represent their countries, and their victories are celebrated as national achievements. But in a globalized world, nationality is becoming more complex. Athletes today often train in one country, have heritage in another, live or study in a third. Eileen herself embodies this complexity. She was raised in the United States, attends Stanford University, and has a Chinese mother.